Suscríbete y activa la campanita, no lo olvides.
Hey, what happened, Panda? Welcome to Revientor. This is Digital Combat Simulator, and today I am in a F18 speaking about how to release laser gate bombs with our LATENING or TGP pod. Okay? Remember, I have a tutorial explaining all the things of the TGP pod, the lightning pod, the FLIR, okay? Hotas integration, what does everything on the DDI, everything, how to turn on, turn off, how time you have to wait to make the system working, everything, okay? Please check that tutorial, okay? First of all, remember of everything, of something, of not everything. The FLIR is turned on in here. When you make your ramp start, you will switch this to standby for around 2-3 minutes. And when you take off, or when you are going to use it, turn on. Okay? Now you have to select the FLIR, of course, it is working. And remember, you have to turn on the laser, this button over here. Right click, and second right click is not working because you are in air-to-air mode or navigation mode. You have to be in air-to-ground mode to be allowed to turn on the laser. Okay, now laser is turning on. We get more options in here, and I am going to select the bomb. This MK42 laser guide bomb. And what is important here, as usual, electronic fuse, instantaneous. And the code, you have to, in the upfront controls, set what code you want. In this bomb, for example, 1523, enter. I like that code, for example. And for the other one bomb, the same laser code. Okay, this means that that bomb is going to search for that laser code. Okay, done. Now you have to go to your DDI and use your FLIR UFT option, and here you have to select the first one. The first one is the laser that your TGP is going to fire. Okay, remember, must be the same as the bomb you want to guide. In this case, 1523, enter, and here is the code. This other one is when you want your TGP search for a laser. In this case, it's not necessarily. Let's go turn this out. And I like to use manual laser. For that, I want to select this option to make I am the controller of the laser. Okay, if this is selected, the human player, you, me, the pilot, must fire manually the laser. If it's off, it's automatically in theory. And what is here, remember again, the other tutorial, I explained this wide. This is wide, and you can FOV narrow, more zoom, brutal zoom, or make this zoom over here. This is more level zoom, or the polarity. Okay, here you have your speed in knots and in Mach, your altitude. The declutter function, take out your speed and your altitude. And laser set code is in here, the option to turn on that function. The mark, if you use mark, you are going to fire IR point. Okay, if it's not selected, you are firing a laser point. Okay, trigger selected, you have to manually fire the laser. Now laser is armed, and of course you need to make your DDI sensor of interest in here. Now that is in sensor of interest, you can fire the laser. There is firing the laser, LTD. Okay, and let me for a moment search for my target in here. Okay, I am doing this with the cursor, with my hotas, everything. I don't have to take anything, to put anything in the DDI. But let me explain how. You can get a better explanation in the other tutorial about TGP HOTAS integration. Okay, very important tutorial. Okay, here, really fast. Radar elevation control, up and down, is going to make the zoom level 1, 2, 3, 4, zoom 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 9. Okay, these ones. FLIR FOB selection is going to make that narrow FOB expand, brutal zoom, as I told you, brutal zoom thing. But if you only in short pulsation, if you make a long press, 1 second or longer, you are going to change the polarity from CCD to FLIR polarity. Okay, we are going to see the FLIR polarity in action, and we are going to discuss what is best. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, again, you remember this key sensor control switch. I use the press to change the operation mode between operation attack, operation point. Okay, but if you don't have the press, because your HOTAS don't have enough buttons, you can use right or left. In this case, because my TGP is on the right DTI, my sensor of interest have been done using sensor control switch right. Okay, and now the sensor of interest is on the right. If I do again sensor of interest right, is quite if you are doing the depress function. Okay, if you don't have it. Okay, done. For example, cage on cage bottom, Charlie. If your TGP is looking really back, or you don't know what is looking your TGP, your lintering, your FLIR, you can use this key to make the FLIR go directly in front of you, pointing at your altitude in front of you. Okay. We are going to need throttle designator controller to move the camera, and also the depress function to make the target for the bomb. It's quite to simulate a waypoint where we are going to attack. Okay. What I'm going to tell you when I lock the target, I mean this, the depress of the throttle destination controller. Okay. I think I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, of course, you can undesignate that waypoint that you make, or you can move your camera and generate a new one. It's going to be updated. Don't worry. Okay. And that's all. Not all, because you need gun trigger second the 10 to fire the laser. Very important key. Okay, let's go to make this target lock. Oh, perfect, is in front of me. I am 50 seconds to the release. Okay, let's be here waiting for the time come. Check this, instantaneous, laser code 1523. 1523 is the same laser code. Okay, and I was telling you about the waypoint attack. The press is operation in memory, first the press, attack, and second the press is in point. Use point when you are going to look, to block, to get a target like this one. Okay. And here is the waypoint generated. Okay, there. 50 seconds out. Remember, get the trigger mark selected to manually fire the laser. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And now you normally are going to turn to the left, to the right, doesn't matter, to avoid to overfly the target. Okay, is the idea of this. 20 seconds, fire the laser already. I am firing the laser, you can see that. Try to fire the laser when are 20 seconds or more, okay? And now I'm going to take off some zoom, look at there, and we are waiting for impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, impact, impact, impact. Oh yeah. As you can see, okay, wait for it. In the FLIR mode, looks like now we are blind. When the make boom, we are blind. Okay, this because this FLIR mode is making auto polarity. Okay. Okay, you can see there, because there is a lot of fire in there. If I focus on that, the screen is louder. It's like your camera in your phone. Okay. Now my TGP lost the track visually, but is keeping the position in memory. We can brutally maneuver to the target and get again the target inside. Don't worry. For example, in there. Let me go to active pause. Perfect. And this is what I have to discuss with you. Flare mode, if you are, well, okay, change operation, for example, to attack. In this level of zoom, you are blind because there is a lot of fire in your screen. But as soon as the fire is out, you get the good contrast, okay? But this is not going to happen in CCD mode. Here you are going to keep the fire in good shape and you can see everything, okay? This do not happen with this type of fire. Is an effect from the editor. Here is not happening, but in real bomb fire like this one, let me make it white. You see there, because it's in the center, we are not blind. Okay, there you cannot see the fire with the truck, and there, as soon as the fire is inside, the contrast is changing until you get blind. Okay, that's what's important in here. But look at this, you can find everything really easy with this flare option instead of CTD. CTD you almost cannot see in here, but in here you see everything. You see tracks in there. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is all about the flare with the laser bomb. Remember that in Digital Combat Simulator, the F18, we are only having Paveway 1 and Paveway 2, but in the future we'll get Paveway 3. These are different bombs. Paveway 1 bombs, remember that when you fire a laser, the laser hit the ground and make a cone going up, okay, this cone. And the bombs Paveway 1 used to move between the side of the cones until get the target. This don't hit directly in the target, or maybe 1 meter out. It's good enough for a big bomb, but could be better. The Paveway 2 is more easy to maneuver and it's more precise, but Paveway 3 is amazing because you can put that bomb inside a window or a door. Okay, it's really precise bombs. We will get them in the future. I hope you enjoyed the video again. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, don't deep style, be happy. Bye bye.
No olvides suscribirte, darle a like y revisar mis últimos vídeos. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up and check my other videos.